All right, and we are live. We have a last-minute person coming in. All right, guys, welcome to the RebelLUG Builder stream. My name is Noah, and I've got a couple of RebelLUG members here in the stream with me today from across the globe, and we will be talking about Lego, be kind of giving a couple or talking a little bit about the Brickworld event that happened a few weeks ago, and be just talking with those that are in the chat. So, yeah. With me here in the stream, I've got TWC or Julius, very well known for his larger Clone Wars style builds. If you guys know him, then be sure to, or if you guys don't know him, be sure to check him out on YouTube, of course. We've got what seems to be Sean, or is that Bryce?
That's Bryce. Yeah, I think he's on the wrong account.
Okay. All right. We have Bryce, who's muted right now. Emmett. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Got him. What are you working on right now, Emmett?
Here, I'll show you guys really quick.
All right, sure thing.
I am working on this kind of 2001 build. So I don't know if you guys can see that.
That's awesome.
But yeah. There you go.
Cool. Yeah, we've also got Elijah. Pretty sure you're building something. I don't know, or you're just going to be Elijah. What are you working on?
You know I don't build Andrew or H2. I today is my last day of being in New Hampshire for like a week, and so I'm just like not doing anything because But next week I'll be all around to build, so that'll be fun. Because Brick Fair is coming up. I'm sure we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's right. All right, cool. And then we've got Matt or
Yep.
So what are you working on, man?
How's it going, guys? So I am actually working on some CG stuff right now for a friend's brick film. Actually, I can show a little bit of that.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, Moss.
Showing?
Oh yeah, your display.
Yeah, a little preview there.
That should be a little better.
Yeah, some ships exiting hyperspace.
Very nice.
So yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's always nice. So, and yeah, we've got the comment section right here. So if people have some questions, then they can of course ask them here. So,
Matt, have you done one of these streams before? I don't remember.
I have actually. I was on several of the
the prior
building streams.
ones.
Yep.
I got you.
So yeah, since we've got a couple of the Brickworld people here in the call, I'd let you guys talk a little bit about how Brickworld was, some maybe fun experiences that you guys had there, and kind of just share it here on the live stream. I'll kind of like start with Elijah. What was your I don't know, some of your favorite experiences there?
So I went to Brickworld last year and this year, and I could say probably this year was probably better. I don't know. They were both really fun years. I know some of the personal highlights for me is I hung out with my good friend Ryan. This is the third convention I've been with him, and I had a lot of fun hanging out with him. We all went bowling. That was a fun experience, to say the least.
That was a good time.
There's just a lot of honestly, the reason I go to conventions is I just love hanging out with the people, and that's what I got to do a lot of this year. And I mean, I'm sure everyone can agree that that's always the funnest part of going to stuff like that, is just hanging out. And so we did a lot of different. We did the Feed My Starving Children thing, where we packed food for kids in Guatemala, I believe, because there's an earthquake there. So all sorts of fun stuff, but those were a few of the really cool things that we did.
It's nice.
Yep, it's not just a regular Lego convention where you just kind of go to it. When you display with people, you get to do stuff. You get to hang out with them. It's a good time.
Oh yeah. Matt, what did you enjoy about? What are some stuff that we did that you enjoyed?
I would definitely have to. So you mentioned, probably two of the most notable things. We did the Feed My Starving Children. The bowling was hysterical. yeah, if you haven't seen Ryan's vlogs, you have to see that. It's funny. Elijah, he's king of the gutter ball.
That's right. You
But
should.
yeah, so there was that. Yeah, just getting to meet everybody was awesome. I actually, this was my first time displaying with the group, and not only that, but I actually got into the LUG this year at the Brickworld meeting, and that was super cool. So yeah, it was just really awesome. My first time, meeting most of you guys in person, and it was honestly as if you had been family. It's just like I knew you my whole life. So.
I know that some guy on Flickr who I talk to, it's like we have like a weird friendship where like we talk every year at Brickworld and we message like once throughout the year. But he was talking about how like going to Lego conventions is like just what he does because he loves meeting the people or whatever. And it's like people talk about how he's going away on a trip. He's like, it's more of like a coming home to see the people that, you like to hang out with the most. And that was an interesting analogy thing they used. But Brickworld's a fantastic time. If there's a convention near anyone that in the viewing that's viewing right now, if there's a convention near you, it's obviously just go for it and just go see what it's like. And worst case scenario, you get to go hang out with Lego people, and it's always a fun time.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it's worth the money to go on the private days, like absolutely. Especially if you have friends that you're going to be seeing there.
Speaking of like convention stuff, do you want to talk about your Comic-Con thing that you went to, Noah? Because I saw you were putting stuff up there.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah.
I was at the German Comic-Con that we got here in Germany, in Stuttgart, and I've never been to a Comic-Con, and honestly any like pop culture kind of convention in general. So for me, it was very different from like a standard Lego convention where you just got only Lego. So it was interesting though to see a bunch of different LUGs that were displaying there. I got to display with Rogue Bricks and Imperium Steiner, or IDS for short, and it was really cool to see all the larger scale stuff that they brought. Also going to try and post some pictures on Flickr and whatnot so that people can see how it looked like from there. But I for sure thought it was interesting, in general, from the mocks that were there to the cosplays and just the entire setup. So I can imagine, for example, that size basically being like a Brickworld size, and imagine that being filled up with mocks. So excites me even more if I were to go, for example, next year. So yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, let me see here. I think, Anders, you were also at Brickworld, and we were kind of just also before this talking about the favorite experiences or things that we enjoy, or things that the people that were at Brickworld enjoyed the most. And I thought you could kind of give your 2 cents to that.
I like going to a Lego store.
Yeah, we
I was
went
pretty disappointed.
A lot.
Pretty disappointed when they didn't have parts I wanted.
Yeah, and then literally, like,
I missed all of the good parts. There were white tiles there. I never got them.
Yeah, and those dark green 2x4s you were looking for. So I left my sunglasses at the bowling alley and had to drive back up there the day after Monday, so on Tuesday, and literally they had those 2x4s right there in stock. Like, they restocked everything. So, like I was saying earlier, day late and a dollar short.
Was it worth it?
Was it worth it to?
Where that was done?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm from Chicago. It wasn't too far of a drive for me, so and I got to make a trip out of it to the Lego store just to see what was there.
I was waiting for the part where Matt's like, and my glasses are worth like $4,000.
Oh heck no! It's just like I'm like really particular about stuff. It's just like I'd rather go get the thing I have and I'm accustomed to than go buy something new. So
fair enough. Yeah, no.
They were not expensive sunglasses by any means.
Not at all.
Hey there, buddy.
Oh, we've got Danny in here. Yeah.
Production.
Hey, Productions. Yeah, Danny, since you're also here, you can also give your thoughts to basically Brick World, because we were just kind of talking about like the favorite experiences for those people that were attending, and in general, like some of your favorite moments or stuff that you saw there at the convention.
My favorite specific moment was, I forget who it was. It was someone we knew, but I don't know. There was a lot going on. So I forgot who it was, but someone was like doing a vlog or something. And I was just like walking by, and when that usually happens, someone will be like, oh, hey, that's like, Bill's Ryan. Like, oh, hey, it's Ryan from NR or whatever. And he points to me and it's like, oh, hey, it's Danny from RebelLUG. And that for me was my favorite moment of the convention, because in the past, it was always like, oh, that's Danny from Lego Buff Productions or whatever, but to be recognized as from RebelLUG, and like this person I had met at the convention, I remember it wasn't someone that I knew beforehand.
What was their name? Who was it?
I can't remember. I'm so mad because I can't remember who it was.
Was it a NovaLug person?
No, I have no idea. No, NovaLug wouldn't be vlogging.
Wait, was it Dalek Bricks?
No,
it might have been Dalek Bricks.
I have a feeling that's who it was.
I think it was him. But that was just so cool to like be recognized from RebelLUG. For me, that was like the most rewarding thing from RebelLUG. And then of course, like just conventions in general are just like the most fun I have all year. Like I look forward to them so much just because it's just 5 days of just pure fun.
Can't argue with that.
I think one of the most underrated things about conventions that I know I love is just going out to eat with people is always so much fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's for sure. Yeah.
There's a lot of random moments that like you won't really like. Every once in a while, you'll just remember and you'll be like, haha, so and so just did something dumb and it was funny. But there's stuff like that you'll always think about, and conventions are always a really great memory to have. And I love doing it. So. Fun times.
Yeah, it's always interesting to look at the many pictures and people sharing it on their Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or whatnot. I saw a bunch of vlogs from Ryan, of course.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen them, Ryan actually put them all on his vlog channel this year, and so I definitely suggest watching them. There's like literally like 2 hours of footage. Like
there's a lot of really good.
Amazing, yeah. You get to, of course, see it then from an aspect of a person that like is not necessarily a builder, but somebody that also does very really good content, and then you can kind of see how he used that, makes these really cool vlogs, and then you get to see the experiences that, of course, the RebelLUG members are having, or builders are having in general. So it's always really entertaining to watch, and of course all the like funny moments and jokes or whatnot that are being passed through. So
things like Danny coming up and hitting with the pillow all morning. Yeah, fun stuff.
Oh yeah, just walloping him.
There you go.
Oh, Elijah, your girlfriend there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That was a great part of the convention that we don't talk about.
There's the reason it's been labeled a quote unquote incident.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, but going along the lines, of course, of Brick World, out of the mocks that you guys had there at the booth, because there, of course, were not only RebelLUG member mocks, that were there. There were also mocks from the Brick Wiz. Who else was it?
Jay Hydra.
Gabe.
Yes.
Yeah, out of like those mocks that were there, like what were some of your guys' favorites? I'll kind of like just go down the line.
Gabe.
All right, can you give like some context as into what Gabe built?
Gabe is the best builder.
All right, nice.
That's all I need to say. Gabe.
Words can't describe.
Gabe is also the best Fortnite player, in addition to the best Lego builder. I just like.
Yeah.
I can't honestly disagree with that as much as I want to.
There you go.
Gabe is a man of many talents.
He is. You know, one day
Yeah,
he's just gonna start his own
waterpolo.
lug. He was talking about it the other day. I forgot what it was called, but he came up with a name, and he's gonna
Buster
overthrow
Lug?
RebelLUG with it. So,
There you go.
Buster Lug.
yeah, Buster Lug.
Yeah.
Yeah, the real highlight of Brick World was getting Gabe the real lug brick.
Oh, okay. So for those of you who weren't there, Gabe. So when you register for Brick World, you put like lug affiliation if you have one, and then they print it on your badge. It says like your name, and then below it it'll say your lug. Your this is like a name badge, not a brick badge. It's like a little ID card. And so Gabe, I think, was like attempting to spell RebelLUG, and he ended up spelling RealLUG, RealLUG.
I don't think there was an L, was there?
Yeah, it was RealUG or something.
Or no,
It
I think Honors is
two
right.
L's.
There was no two L's. There's just one L for the lug. It was
They didn't even-
RealLUG, and then his friend Jack, right? Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
He also like spelled RebelLUG wrong, but it was a different misspelling. And I was like, this is why you're not in RebelLUG.
Otherwise, Gabe would be for sure in.
Dude, I voted yes for Gabe, just saying.
Me too. I can't believe people that did.
A lot of people did. That's the scary part.
No.
Yeah. Oh, we've got
Yes.
Olaf in here. I didn't realize that.
Hey, man.
Just about to write your list, basically, of the people that have gotten into the stream so far. Yeah, you do that with me.
What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, your mic's working, so.
Okay, great. Awesome.
Yeah, since we're also like going along the lines of conventions and whatnot, I'm pretty excited for the Brick Fair that's coming up. We've got like Elijah and so that'll be pretty interesting to see some or meet some members I haven't met so far.
Oh man. Yeah, you better be ready, H2. You think Danny hitting you with a pillow was fun, or hitting you with a pillow was fun?
Hitting you.
Trust me, I'm gonna make lots of plans to hang out with H2.
Not gonna lie, meeting Elijah in person was everything I had hoped it to be.
I'm glad I didn't disappoint.
Yeah.
Man, who else is going to Brick Fair that is from RebelLUG Noah?
We've got, well, so far I've actually got a list here. Give me a second, I can pull that up. Because, yeah, somebody asked here in the chat, like, who's going. So, in terms of RebelLUG people, we've got myself, Bricktail Studios, or Matt, Bryce, you, Simon, let's see here, Justin, or Jack Productions, Chris, Lee.
That's funny.
Justin,
It's actually going somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, I would like to acknowledge that he's not just going somewhere. He's leaving his state for the first time.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
Justin is now Mr. Worldwide. No, I'm actually excited to meet him though, because I've been
Yeah.
talking to him for a couple of years, and so
Yeah, he has not ever met any like other Lego builders so far, like by what he's told me. So that'll be interesting. That's pretty cool. No, but I think in total we've got yeah, I think 7 or 8 people here.
yeah.
We'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, around 8 or 9 people. So that'll be pretty cool.
I like how Bryce is the only one with his camera on in the stream. What a man.
I could turn
Probably
the
the only
camera.
one building today.
I'm sorting. Sorting's boring.
Good thing it's not
Sorting's-
called the Builder Stream anymore.
Sorting is fun.
Oh, we
I'm
got Mark
almost done.
in the chat.
I'll screen share again when I'm done with this.
Who's in the chat?
Mark Erickson.
It's been here for a while.
Yep.
Careful, Elijah. Don't bust a nut.
We got the quiz. We've got a couple of people from the Instagram community. Welcome.
I'm almost done with pile 1 of 4.
It seems that Olaf has a face or had a face cam on.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
NovaLug members aren't welcome in our chat.
Oh, cool.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
Already told him.
We just got over a Civil War.
Rick was asking a few questions, Matt. He asked me any hints on my next project. I have a few hints on a video I'm dropping tomorrow.
Nice.
Matt the Brickways, you're going to Brick World or Brick Fair, right? I think you mentioned that.
Yeah,
at
he
always goes to
is,
Brick
and he
Fair.
asked if you specifically, Elijah, are bringing anything.
I specifically, Elijah, am bringing something. So I'm gonna be bringing. So here's the thing. I saw our spot, like our space in like for the map, and then I saw like the smaller map of like where specifically people are displaying, and I realized that we have like an insanely large amount of space. So I never actually requested any area, and I'll just take whoever isn't there or whoever doesn't fill up their area. But I'm gonna be bringing. I'm gonna have 3 or 4 sci-fi vehicles that I'm just kind of building because I'm into that right now. I'm going to be doing a small part for the Solo collab. I'm going to do a medieval thing for good old Olaf, you know.
Yes, let's go.
But so I will have some stuff this year that's not a unfinished pirate boat, so that's cool.
Finally understands. Proud of you.
Matt said he'll be there and he's bringing crate. Also, for those watching, check out Matt's channel, Brickwiz. He finished crate earlier this year, but his next mock is going to be Kessel.
Yeah,
and he's bringing that to Brickworld next year. So he's going to have a building series and all that fun stuff. So definitely check it out.
Matt's a really fun guy that we got to meet at Brickworld.
He also asked you, Elijah, to bring another pretzel for his walker.
I will bring I will go to Costco and I'm gonna find like the biggest variation of pretzel you can get. Actually, I'll go to like
you need to come to Munich and get a proper Bavarian pretzel.
Yeah. Yes. Finally, and a beer. Good beer.
Oh, they're Buster.
Chris,
Wait, you're 16, right?
No, I'm 15. I don't turn 16 until
the baby.
Young blood.
It's okay. I think the youngest member was Finn, and then now it's Lee.
Yeah,
So,
Lee is how old now? 50? Is he?
Lee's
11, maybe?
turning 14.
11.
at 11. You have to be 13 to even get into Robo.
Is that a thing?
All right,
Yeah.
Mark
Lying.
Harrington is Mark
No, you
Harrington
have to be
is hyped
13
because of castles.
Okay, I still don't believe that Jack is 16.
No, here we go again.
All right.
There's some conspiracy theories about this one.
All right, need a birth certificate at Brickford, Virginia.
That's what I told him. I
That'll settle
literally
it.
he was in a call yesterday. I was like, please bring your birth certificate to to what you call it, to Brick Fair. And he's like, okay, we'll do. And I'm like, I'm not sure if this is real or not.
Exactly.
It better be an original copy.
Dude, if it's not the original one, I'm gonna it's game
I
over.
believe he said to me at Brickworld, he's just like he was actually talking about it. He's just like, they all say that I'm not going to do this. I'm actually going to do it, and they're not going to expect it.
You better.
Yeah, sure.
I think you need more than one proof of age.
We need
That's real, like.
in order to join
Multi-source
Rebel, you have to provide 5 forms of identification.
including social security numbers.
Yes, most importantly, and credit card number too.
If we don't have any of your payment information, that it's kind of game over.
Then you're not getting into RebelLUG.
You have to be.
It's-
willing
It's
to
as
have,
simple as that. It's as simple as that.
you have to be willing to have a minimum charge of at least $1,000 on your credit card every month from RebelLUG. Minimum.
Yeah, recently we enacted lug fees, so
$1,000 a month. No, there's one lug. I think it's Cincinnati. I could be wrong though. I was talking with the guy at Brickworld, and he was saying they charge $100 a year.
Andy Molman, was that his name?
What?
Andy Molman?
I don't remember his name. He was at my presentation.
Redhead with glasses.
No.
Okay. Might have been. There were two guys from Cincy Lug there. They're a train lug, and I think they just recently split off from like.
Yeah.
The Ohio lug was
Definitely Cincy Lug, because he was talking about that, how they're relatively new because they split off or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, now which
Those
lug
guys
is
do
it
some
again?
cool stuff with train.
I'm confused. Which one?
Ooh, Exo Trooper spin some fire about RebelLUG members.
Okay.
Mark Erickson said, "Castle is."
Oh, we got Peter or Spartan Bricks in the call.
Wait, what did Mark Erickson
Mark
say?
Erickson said, "Castle is the best theme," and changed my mind.
Yeah, Elijah, you can't beat that. Sorry, give up.
Mark, I would just like to acknowledge that castles are all the same.
Oh, don't do
As
that.
cool as they are, and don't get me wrong, I really like Castle. In fact, my Brick Fair Virginia 2016 mock was a Castle, but we will never talk about that. Nonetheless,
We'll never talk about that.
And it was like displayed it all the way in like the other section of the hall. It was so you were like by yourself back there.
no, I never even stood by it because I was so ashamed of it.
Yeah, I remember that.
I actually,
see a
so I
picture?
have all the Brick Fair Virginia 2016 vlogs unlisted on my channel, Danny, and I watched them the other day, like after Brick World, so like as in like, a few weeks ago, and I was like cringing so funny.
I need to see that mock, Elijah.
I'll send it to you. I'll get a screenshot.
A funny story from Mark at Brick Fair 2016, my last Brick Fair that I went to. I remember when Inovola came up to it was Connor and I were the only RebelLUG guys there at the time. Because we were wearing a RebelLUG shirt.
Rip Connor.
And they're like, "Oh hey, we're a RebelLUG." They like, give us their business card and stuff. I forgot which members it was. It might have been you, Mark. I don't remember. I don't know if you were there that year.
Fantastic Minecraft set.
I didn't know.
How much is it? 18 bucks. Look how big this thing is already.
And I was like, "What the heck? Like, who are you guys?" I thought RebelLUG was like way cooler and better than them. So I was like trying to talk up RebelLUG. Little did I know that like Inovola is like this giant of the Lego community. Fun.
Someone needs to mute their mic.
Oh man, ludicrous Legos talking about some deals on some Harry Potter.
Whoa, is that Chris?
Watching Chris's stream. Wow.
But
Chris streaming live.
people next to me.
LOL.
Wait, Chris is having a live stream right now?
Yeah, Chris is live streaming during the RebelLUG stream.
Is this a joke? Is he actually?
He is.
He actually is. He actually is streaming.
What is this? He did a live stream instead of go to the meeting or be in this live stream? I
Well, he
think
has
he's
people at his
automatically-
house.
Yeah, he has
So-
people over at his house.
He has obligations here, Buster.
He's getting married.
He's
right
playing host to a vacation, I suppose.
now. Wait, does he only have 10 people? Wait, do we have more viewers?
Yeah, we were stealing his viewers. That's what's happening.
Wow. He has 11.
That's just how it works, Danny. When you betray
Did you get for
RebelLUG,
betraying RebelLUG?
How many viewers do we have?
We are at 19 right now.
What?
Wow.
So-
That is 19 people that love my voice. I'm proud.
For the
Oh, no,
curious,
like-
I'll show what I've been doing here.
I don't know, Anders. My melodic voice in that announcement thing from the Brick World booth tour thing. Me and Danny sounded really great.
Yeah. Don't worry. It was also partly because the mic situation. We had like a shotgun mic. Next year we're gonna use my boom, my Rode NTG2. We're gonna make it all professional. We're gonna go try hard.
Wait, what did you say?
Sounded like I was dying the time.
so I'm working on building one of the solo battle packs, which is I think one of the best battle packs that's come out in recent times. I guess.
Oh yeah, that is a cool one.
Any good in that? I haven't picked up
Which
any
battle
of
pack
those.
is it?
It's the one with the
It's the
Uh,
Imperial
or
one.
whatever
This, like,
Oh, the speeder?
the bike
The speeder one?
troopers or whatever, and then it comes with an officer and a Death Star trooper.
Yeah. Okay. That's a cool one.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I picked up a couple of those.
Yeah. I especially like them for the speeder troopers these are here. those are just, I think, are just
Yeah,
awesome.
Speeder Troopers are definitely best. Yo, Elijah, was it you that picked up the Atlantis set the other day at Walmart?
I
No,
did
no.
not.
That was Peter.
Oh, what? No, yeah, that was me. I saw someone else get it for $7 as well. Though.
So okay.
I got it at Brick World.
Okay. Yeah, I got 5 of them for $7 each. They got some really nice figs in them.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I just got one.
Do you
I saw
live?
Sand Green and I couldn't resist.
Hold up.
Speaking of deals, perhaps we should mention the deal of Brick
It's
World.
gonna be bricks and
Scarab
Those
Troopers,
Scarab
baby!
Trooper poly bags, yeah.
How much were the Scarab Trooper polybags though? Like
$250.
Yep, $2.
31.
I got an even better deal because one of mine was a misprint helmet.
Get out of here,
yeah,
Dad.
go
Is that
to
valuable?
Ryan. Go to
Is
Ryan.
that
He'll
valuable?
buy those for like $50. No joke. I sold him I sold him a was it airborne Utapau trooper helmet for like $55 ship.
Wow.
Typical Noah, ripping people
Oh no,
off.
ripping off a good friend of RebelLUG.
RebelLUG and
If only he was a member of RebelLUG.
If only it was a member.
It was John's fault.
John just ruined everything that I ever stood for. No.
John convinced me. And then John didn't even vote no.
Did he actually not? What the heck? It's all a scheme.
Hey, Danny, I'm gonna throw the stud shooters in the trash like you did. Not.
No, excuse
The
me.
funny thing about that is so many
actually
people
throw those away?
commented on my video, like, why would you throw those away? Like, those are so good for, like, people thought I actually threw them away. I was like, what the heck? Never threw
It's an
away.
inside joke. Like, come on.
It's not even an inside joke. It's literally just like these are retarded.
So
These are the most useless piece of Lego that you can possibly find.
Yet there are people that go on Bricklink and buy like thousands of them for 10 cents each.
it's
Bryce went out of his way to make a life-size one.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
That was literally
it-
like a meme.
Does it work yet?
Huh?
Does it work yet?
No, I haven't been building. I've been busy with work stuff.
Wow. Oh yeah,
What are you
Bryce.
working on right now?
I hear Bryce has a job.
I am currently working on. Well, I didn't want to say it to the stream because of the mass dislikes, but some Fortnite guns.
Boo.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I'm doing an LMG right now.
Wait, who just
Okay.
asked which ones?
Yeah, it's basically an M249.
What, Danny?
We just asked which ones.
Was that Peter? Because if Peter plays Fortnite,
Yeah.
I want to play with him.
I do actually, but I'm not that good.
Wait, do you play on Xbox?
I have it on Xbox One, but I play on PC a lot more.
You,
Oh,
me, and Danny can play
Play
together.
with
Yes,
us.
please.
you, me, Elijah, and Gabe. We will destroy
On what?
Xbox.
Or you,
What
if you
console?
play on PC, you can also.
Yeah,
Play
I'll
with
hop
us.
in with you guys. Hit
That
me
would
up
be
with
so
your,
much fun.
Gamer battle tag.
We need more PUBG people in here. Spencer and I have been playing the heck out of
We've
this
got
game.
Thomas.
Far
No
superior.
one plays PUBG anymore.
We got Thomas who plays PUBG, but because he
Thomas has been inactive recently. I'm not sure where he's at.
See,
he's
I
busy with school.
he's working on some like, I don't want to sell oil rig because it's not an oil rig, but it's one of those things where you go away for a few months and you like work. It's like a mine or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
work for like 5 months and then you come back.
Like
Fair
a work
enough.
study thing? Internship, maybe.
I think it's in Italy somewhere that he's doing it.
Did he ask? Did he do the thing where you're like, I need time off, whatever?
No,
Hopefully it doesn't.
Victor did that because Victor's moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're moving.
I think it's like September through December we have it.
But did you? I think you only started the move away thing in the last month or so. Maybe he missed that.
Who's the one that's working?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Right.
He won't be like
Who?
Victor's a good egg, so he's fine.
Who? Victor?
Yeah.
He's the one that's working? I thought he's moving. What?
No.
He's the one
Thomas is working.
that's moving. Yeah, Thomas is working.
Victor is moving.
Okay.
There we go. All cleared up.
All right, we've got Felix Nigrin in the chat, and he says Fortnite is nasty.
Hey.
Wow.
I agree.
Thank you.
Immediately blocked. No, I'm just joking.
Funny
Yeah,
thing,
wow.
after I released my Fortnite Lego video, I lost like a few subscribers. I mean, I gained them back, like, but like people literally unsubscribed solely because I built something from Fortnite.
Yeah, they literally see the word Fortnite and are like, okay, that's it, I'm done.
And I
You
got
either love or
several
you hate
comments full of expletives, but I deleted those because
Yeah, I can't wait for those.
Delete the haters.
Delete the haters.
I delete non-family friendly content. I gotta put on my slave Leia
Is my,
costume for the next episode.
Is my feed showing up?
Brickbuster on bad comments.
Oh no, Elijah. So you remember? Were you there that night when Ryan was practicing his signature?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So he left that sheet at my house. So I have a piece of paper with like 50 M&R signatures.
That's worth a lot of
So-
money.
Yeah, that'll be
A
worth
lot
it.
of money right there. What I'm saying.
I mean, I would just cut those out and like laminate them and then like put a sticky back on them and sell them as stickers. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
Just leave it at a crime scene.
There you go. Brickbuster on Danny for deleting comments.
I've always anytime someone like swears in my comments, I always delete it just because I know there's a lot of kids that watch my stuff. I don't want them seeing.
Well, you can actually, YouTube has a way that you can filter comments by
Yeah.
writing a list.
See, I had used that before, but for whatever reason, it was deleting comments that didn't have those. Like, it would take a word that had like part of the swear in it and just assume that that was a swear and then delete that whole comment. But I mean, that was like 2 years ago. So I may.
Yeah, it's a lot better now.
Yeah, so I'll have to look back into that. Jay, the doctor's here. You just wait with us.
Hey, Jay.
Brick World.
Yeah. How many people now?
The thing about this battle pack is, you know, from all the other battle packs that they've come out with in recent times, like the speeder is old, or the speeder or walk or whatever has been like pretty bad, but the speeder for this build, like just like in comparison to the one in the film, actually works really well.
It's actually like the battle pack is actually something like you would buy if you had like the, I guess the trifecta of the chase sets, I guess, because you have like the Moloch one and you have like the Han Solo or whatever.
The gang, yeah.
That's really cool. I like how they like kind of made it as like you can have the entire story through the 3 sets of just like that one part, which is kind of interesting, and they're all like good sets too. So respect.
Has Lego announced the James Bond set?
Yes.
Official yet or no?
Yes.
They've announced it, but they haven't
if it's
they
gonna
haven't
come on a
posted
big-
photos of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's right.
The pictures. 'Cause I've seen the leaks. I wasn't sure if they.
Yeah, the leaked photo did come out, and I'm not impressed personally. It's kind of just like
I was never a huge James Bond. I think the only one I actually saw was Skyfall.
That's the only one you've seen?
Skyfall still stands as
No
like
way.
one of the best. I think it's the best.
A lot of the old ones are really good.
Who's battling for their parts?
Sorry.
Just
This is a Lego stream.
Yeah, Noah. Just because you're not building doesn't mean you have to trash other people for it.
Oh,
I am building though. That's the thing.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Noah, what are you working on?
Like I said, the battle pack, the new solo.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How many
You're
did you
supposed to
get?
be working on a sci-fi vignette, man.
Yeah, I like what's his name? Exo Trooper. I think he's also in the chat. Like he hasn't told me when I would be uploading my part, so it's just kind of like okay.
I've got like 3 pre-built already, so I'm just like waiting.
Yeah. I wanted to do a Tron build, so
Still doing that one though? That's cool.
the problem is I want to do the last scene from Tron Legacy, and where it's like Clue and Kevin Flynn, and I just don't have a Kevin Flynn minifigure, and
You could probably make a Pierce custom.
yeah, I want to try and do a purist one, but I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, so
There's
that's
enough parts that Lego come out with. Probably
all right. That's the set basically. Oof. Yeah, minifigures are like really good though, so that's like the main part of this, in my opinion.
That is true.
Man, Peter, what are your thoughts on this year's Brick World? Because we were talking about that earlier, but you weren't really here.
Oh yeah, I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I went to Brick Fiesta last year in Texas. That was my first convention. That was a lot of fun too. I always get so excited when there's other people building Legos, but sometimes you forget that other people in the world build Legos, you know? So it was fun to come to a convention, meet all you guys. So I was super hyped. A lot of brick builders there. Definitely recommend to any of you guys out there watching. Come to Brick World next year. There's gonna be a lot more European boys there.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Noah, you're still coming, right?
Yeah, don't worry.
Nice. Olaf, is Olaf in here? Yeah, he is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nice.
Yeah. Some American members should come to Breaking Bavaria, though, since we're making the commitment to come over there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Just putting it on us that we can just make that.
But America is best.
You know, I've been strongly thinking about going to a European convention. The
Maybe
problem with
Breaking
Breaking
Bavaria?
Bavaria is the timing.
When
because
is
it's
it?
during the school year. It's in November.
Yeah, it's November like 17th, 18th, that like weekend. So
Yeah, if it was
Oh,
like
yeah, that's
during a
the best
break or during the summer, I would be much more open to considering it.
Right.
yeah.
What conventions are there during the summer?
Brick Chicago.
Yeah.
There's one in Sweden.
All the
but
good ones are in the summer.
There's
Yeah.
the one that happens in Norway, I think, in like April, right? Yeah.
it's May, April, around there.
It's still school time though.
Yeah.
That's
I
right at
remember
the end,
the,
like, final time.
The one in
In
Croatia,
America.
the Kokic, or however, I can't pronounce that. Kokic, whatever. That was during my spring break, so that would have worked out last year. But
Wait, which one? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My favorite one.
No one can say the proper pronunciation.
No, try.
Katskitsa or what?
Oh, is that how you say Kakicha? Okay, I'm gonna pull it up and put it in the chat, and you guys can tell me.
It's literally just cockeyes. Okay, that's what it says. There's no way to pronounce that any differently.
Okay, Elijah.
Okay, facts.
No,
I knew-
we just went by the name of Cookie Convention. Like that's all we went for. Cookie.
Wait, can you pronounce it one more time?
No, we just like because like nobody can really pronounce it the exact correct way except for Luke. So we'll call it Cookie Con because it sounds like Cookie Con.
So good.
So no, that one was really interesting. It was awesome to see the all the cool mocks and whatnot.
So you went to Breaking Bavaria and you're going to that one, Noah?
Yeah. That one was in March.
April or March, yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean 3 conventions this year plus the Comic-Con?
Well, yeah, it was the Katskitsa one, then the one in Stuttgart, then the one in Virginia, and then the one here in Munich. So 4 conventions total.
Mr. Worldwide.
Okay,
Oh,
Luke is complaining about our pronunciation. Can you please type out how we should spell out like several words that would get the right sound?
Yeah, Luke can just join the call, and then he can just like tell us.
Yeah,
in our
He
exactly.
face.
was like going home from work or something.
Yeah. Oh, you guys know that Luke works at the Lego store now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
saw
yeah,
that.
So
I hear he's ready to get fired too.
Got him.
you put the confidential information.
supposedly about some kind of Star Wars set. Oof.
Ooh. Tell us, Luke.
Well, I can
All right.
show you what the new slate or the whatever Cloud City looks like.
I'm not sure if you actually could. That's the sad part.
Danny, send that in the chat, please.
I guarantee
Oh,
you.
an important question for everyone here. Who are you guys like going for? Croatia or France?
Croatia, baby.
Croatia, definitely.
Come on, guys. You know I predicted France before the tournament, so I know I'm gonna be right.
France was probably going to win, but I'd rather have Croatia.
Yeah. But this has been a World Cup of like we think one team's gonna win and the other one wins. So,
That's true.
like
It has defied expectations.
yeah.
That is absolutely true.
So at one point you might think France wins, but then all of a sudden Croatia wins, or the other way around, vice versa.
Okay, so that
Anyone watching the Tour de France right now?
Say again.
the link that I sent to that
Anyone,
Kenner playset.
up to date on the Tour de France?
What?
The Tour de France.
No one watches the Tour de France.
Wait a second. Is that the one where people just bike around on their tricycle? That's not even a sport. Get out of here.
I agree.
So the Kenner playset that I posted a link. That's actually what it's going to look like. It best guess. I haven't actually seen the set because Lego has a history. I'm going to do a video about this at some point of modeling a lot of their larger sets, especially playsets, after old Kenner playsets. So the Ewok Village, if you look up the Kenner.
Oh, yeah, the Ewok Village. That's
It's
right.
like the Lego one, the UCS one, is like an exact model of it. And like a lot of the Jurassic Park sets and Lego Dino sets are modeled after old Jurassic World Kenner sets or Jurassic Park Kenner sets. So
That's interesting.
it's a very interesting.
Where did you see that? Or like who told you about that?
There's several articles about it online. I also have some inside sources that have spilled some beans about that.
So long.
John.
Right, I gotta head out, but I'll see you guys later.
All right, see ya.
All right, see you, Danny.
I'm gonna go too.
Later on.
Bye.
Hey Olaf, you like wrote those names down, right?
What?
You got like the names of the people that have joined the stream.
I thought you would do it.
I'll just write them to you. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, so far we've had a pretty good stream. A lot of people.
How many viewers are we at right now?
14, or just dropped to 13.
Wow. Classic. Danny leaves and so do his bots. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. And then I think in the next, what is it? Yeah, Danny mentioned that in the next 2 weeks, the new Thrawn novel or like book is coming out.
Oh yeah, that's coming out.
That's exciting. Yeah. Most excited to see like what interaction basically between him and Anakin, and like what their story is gonna be basically.
Cover art is really cool because you actually get to see, Anakin like from Revenge of the Sith in his Clone Wars getup.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Just see Bryce holding this giant stud shooter.
I'm working on
And he
it.
drops it.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking it apart for the mechanism. I can't figure it out yet.
You don't remember how you built it?
All right. I think I've got all the names here. Let's see. All right, let me read the comments, see what else is like. If anybody wrote anything. Yeah. Apparently, the reason why Luke has been getting into like trouble is because they said he could post some stuff, but then apparently, like the manager or boss realized that he was posting stuff related to like the new sets.
You mean like UCS Cloud City?
Wait, he got in trouble?
Oops.
Apparently,
Amateur.
Man, that's hilarious. Sorry, Luke. I mean, it's super cool that you work at a Lego store, but I mean, let's be honest here.
I've met him in person. It's kind of hard to believe he got in trouble for this stuff.
Is he working full time or part time? Do you guys know?
He's working full time right now.
Okay.
You know, I think it's when you know how you got like the Lego store discount, and he's like, "Hit me up if you want to buy some sets, boys." I'm like, "Okay, Luke." I think something is not right.
Yeah.
Full time one is considerable. And I think it might be more in the United States than it is overseas. I've heard conflicting numbers.
Yeah, Croatia.
It's conflicting throughout stores. It varies per store, actually. That's what I've.
In Chicago, it's you get that good discount. Like
some do 50, some do 30. I know a part-time person who gets I know a person who works part-time but still gets 50% off of all the sets and PAB they buy.
Yeah, in Texas, everyone gets 50% off.
Yep, there's that. I know so the closest Lego store to me is near Boston, which is about 2 hours away. And so, but I know, so it's actually really funny because a lady that works there as she's one of like the main people there, actually went to Brickworld. And so I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but I was talking to a red-haired lady a lot. She works at my closest Lego store, but I know the people there, that's where they get like 50% off everything. So it's pretty cool.
Anyone working on any new mocks right now?
I don't build.
Mine just fell apart.
Yeah, I actually do some train building on the side, and I do have a design that I want to finally get into the brick. So I've got to order the parts. Somebody on Bricklink finally has these dark blue 1x1s with stud on the side. So
what is it, Mike?
So it's an North American box car, and I'm gonna make like a fleet of them for my train lug.
Right. You were telling me about that. I remember.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody noticed or really cared. At Brickworld, one of the things that I brought that wasn't displayed with RebelLUG was a fleet of like 16 black tanker cars, and then 3 General Electric locomotives in the Burlington Northern Santa Fe livery.
Did you get much reception?
I mean, the guys in the lug were really happy with it because the guy who usually brings a lot of their train stuff, he broke both of his elbows in some kind of tragic mishap, so he was not able to come. So they needed something to run on the layout, and I kind of came in a pinch.
Fair enough.
Not about his elbows, but about you.
Oh, about me?
Yeah, no, I was just saying. Never mind.
But yeah, so yeah, they were very happy though that I was able to have that, and I haven't really built like anything train related since I was really young, so I'd say I've come a long way in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
I actually, so earlier Danny had mentioned RebelLUG. They actually do some really interesting stuff with their trains. So, normally the default Lego train motor that you get has, 2 axles on it. They build locomotives that have trucks with 6 axles on them. And so the only way to do that is to have a really convoluted power function set up, like A in the trucks and then B up in the locomotive itself where the motors have to be housed. And so basically, one of the guys in my group, Adam, he said, like, no way you can do this in 6 wide. And I pulled it off. So, I mean, it is going to need some, some decals, obviously, to mask over where, some of the lines for the, or striping for the livery go. But, if I wanted to make it look like the real thing, that was a necessity. But,
Trains are cool.
He tried to. Oh, okay. So that was funny. John Clapeek, he brought some stuff to Brick World to just build a train car with, because my interest had inspired some interest in him, and then he and I built something with. I don't know, like what was the choice behind his selection of parts? Very limited part selection. So we built something, and then somehow like Elijah made off with it, and it is now at his house.
Yeah, it's also in a few hundred pieces.
Yeah. He
Good thing we weren't throwing it up at the air as high as we could in the convention center or anything. That would have just been a shame.
That I did not notice. Kind of wondering how I missed that.
Yeah.
But I believe you said you had tried to build something better to no avail. So
trains are what I officially would classify as stupid.
Well, it's just like, yeah, I can't build it, so it's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. That's why castles suck. No, I'm just kidding. I can build castles. Not really. Never mind. What am I talking?
So what was that discussion you guys were having, like, as far as like terrain versus ships? That was an interesting discussion.
Because okay, I would like to acknowledge that
you suck.
Building a large ship, for example, a September ship, is much more requiring of skill, and requires many more techniques and talent. And 9 times out of 10, a ship is like very differentiated comparatively to something like a castle or basic terrain, which Olav likes to make. And that's not to say Olav's a basic builder. Olav is a much better builder than myself. But nonetheless, I do believe, with full honesty, I guess that's not really the word I want, I still believe that ships require much more talent to build than terrain or castles.
I think it's just a different kind of building. I don't think it really requires that much more talent. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The peacemaker here. No, I like castles. I actually started doing castle stuff, so castle.
Yeah, I would admit I'm genuinely inspired to that end too. I'm still. Oh, I forgot to float that at the meeting today. I'll have to talk to you later about that thing, Elijah. If you know what I'm talking about.
Nope.
Certain collab.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what's that?
Not castle. I'm gonna keep it under wraps in case it's something we decide we want to do for like a convention or something.
A Ninjago collab.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I want more Garmadon.
Wait, what was that?
Oh man, is anyone that was here at Danny's house here? I can't look at who's in the stream at the moment.
Yeah, I was there. Well, for part.
Oh
of
no, you weren't at Danny's house. You were like the half experience at Danny's house.
Yeah.
You didn't go. It has to be like Ryan, Daniel, Spencer, or Danny, or Gabe. We went to Toys R Us, and like the joke was like, for some reason, Danny yelled it in the parking lot. He's like, I want Garmadon, and then it was like just a joke, and it was the funniest thing.
You know what? No, that was in one of Ryan's vlogs. I remember hearing. Yeah.
That was a huge. Everybody thought that was hilarious the rest of the week. Like between us, it was like Garmadon. Oh man.
I remember D. Tenaglia bought like that Ninjago costume thing at the Lego store, which was like 10 sizes too small.
Dan is such a cool guy.
Yeah, he's cool. He let me borrow his UCS Naboo Starfighter. That was awesome.
Yep, he's a fellow brick filmer,
Ooh. Yeah,
but
he
he
is.
does like all Ninjago stuff.
Yeah, his stuff is more story ended, not necessarily like I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to see him try to improve on is his animation, because he's very much into directing and storytelling. And
Yeah.
God, if you follow him on Twitter,
The animation itself is not that great. That's my only. I mean, I don't mean to be mean or anything, and like I watch his stuff occasionally, and as a person, I really like him, but his animation is like okay.
Yeah, I still got to get him on the Frame 100 podcast. It's a brick filming podcast I do with a couple guys.
You're so weird, man.
That community.
Matt's that weird guy that shouldn't be in Rebel. Get out of
here. I just wanted to say real quick. I'm going to kind of like just ask that we're gonna like end it here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Kind of.
Like, end it right now, mid country.
No, due to the time over here, it's like it's midnight already. It's
wow.
A week.
Sleep is for the weak, man.
I mean,
I know guys who are pulling all-nighters this week. There's a brick filming competition that's going on. It's basically you have all week to create like the most spectacular thing that you can.
Oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. I did a 24-hour one back in January.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about that, but I never remember watching it because I probably didn't care that you
Did
existed
Austin
back
fall
then.
asleep midstream?
Yeah. Yeah, that one was actually pretty crazy because I was able to repurpose the set design from a previous brick film. Like I had all that stuff ready to go. So when I released the film the day after the competition, people are just like, "Wait, how the heck was this done in 24 hours? Like, there's no way you would have spent all that time building."
Not if you're me.
Even then, like the set design is not a mock, generally speaking, because you don't keep it in one piece long enough for it to be worth all that effort to build.
Yeah.
My name is Matt, and I do brick films, and I'm cooler than you.
Wait, Bryce, what are you bringing to Brick Fair then? Like, are you bringing the stud shooter?
I think so. I have to still work on the mechanism. I'm honestly not really sure what to do because pick brick couple lids don't fit with the dimensions I'm trying to do. Either I could be dumb and take it all apart, or
so ideally it will be functional then.
Yeah, ideally that's what I wanted to do.
So what's the pick a brick lid have to do with it, Bryce?
That's basically the stud that it launches.
Are you serious? Wow.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have no shortage of ammunition that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being the best is hard when you're Bryce.
I'll have some Fortnite stuff. I'll probably display with you guys.
Yes, please.
Brings all the little kiddos over.
Yeah.
RebelLUG wins all the awards. Best Fortnite gun at the convention.
Can we please have like best Fortnite for like an award?
Best Fortnite build. It's only like one.
What are you talking? Bryce needs to go back to Brick Fair so we can get his what's it called? His bust.
All of my busts. Simon just steals my builds.
Because new theory, Simon doesn't actually build himself.
Yeah,
it's just stolen.
He gets kids to build all of his stuff.
It's like an underground factory.
You got a sweatshop set up.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can still continue talking. I just like it's getting here.
Silencing our opinion.
Alrighty, well, it was good streaming with everybody. I hope everybody that's still watching enjoyed it.
Either way, so yeah, to those that were watching or have been watching, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you to all the RebelLUG members for coming out for the stream. Had a really good turnout. We got like Danny and Anders and some other people that don't usually join, so that was pretty cool. Thank you guys also for joining. And Bryce showing off his stud shooter. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Those that are watching, if you guys did, then don't forget to subscribe here to the RebelLUG YouTube channel. Check out all the awesome members we've got here at RebelLUG, and be sure to follow us on like Instagram and other social media platforms. So, yeah. Any last words from our members here?
Thanks for joining, and RebelLUG needs your subscribers, so hit us up.
Thanks for getting me to 400 followers on Flickr.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh,